Enough. Scots leading in boycott storm drives Charles to promptly strip Sussex titles now. The poll of 1,625 British adults carried out from November the 9th to the 10th, some 25% said no. And just last month, royal expert and author Katie Nicholl similarly suggested that the king could soon strip the couple of their royal titles if the pair launch any more attacks on the monarchy, which means everything to him. Miss Nicholl told that the king might be more ruthless towards his younger son and daughter-in-law if they persist with trashing the royal family. Mr. Bowers said he's made various threats to Meghan and Harry and warned them that if they go ahead they'll find themselves ostracised in a way that they cannot believe, and so they're worried. First of all, I don't think their children will get titles if they go ahead and slander the royal family. The majority of Britons believe that the couple should lose their titles, as 59% said the couple should no longer be called the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The polling data showed all age groups were largely united on the issue. Some 62% of 18 to 34-year-olds said the Sussexes should lose their titles if Harry's memoir hits out at the Royals, compared to 57% of over 64s. Meanwhile, 58% of Tory voters and 59% of Labour voters backed Harry and Meghan being stripped of their titles if Spare attacks the royal family. Of Remainers and Brexiteers, 60% and 58% respectively said yes to the Sussexes losing their titles if the book's content is negative towards the monarchy. Writing on our Facebook page, Eleanor Hayward said, "They're no longer working royals, they're self-serving and do not deserve their titles. However, they're using them to make millions. I sincerely hope King Charles strips them of their titles, and who'll want to know two whining commoners?" Meanwhile, Rachel Williams wrote, "Their titles are the only reason people give them a second glance, and barely that. Once they no longer have a title to cash in on, they'll be standing in the unemployment line. Enough is enough, and hopefully King Charles feels the same." Christine Johnson, however, said, "Why does anyone care? It will not make a difference to my life. Just leave them alone and let's mind our own business." Bauer also claimed that Prince Harry and Markle were still angry with the royal family when they left the UK after Queen Elizabeth's funeral. After all, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex reportedly felt as though they were excluded from certain events. So shortly after the Queen was laid to rest, the Sussexes decided to release their own photo just hours after a snap featuring King Charles, Queen Consort Camilla, Prince William and Kate Middleton was unveiled. In the end, they left Britain after the Queen's funeral feeling as angry as ever, if not more, because they'd been excluded from various events, especially a reception for the heads of state. Harry not being allowed to wear his uniform, and there was no reconciliation between them and Kate and William. The Sussexes released a photo of themselves to the media hours after the King unveiled his snaps with William and Kate. This was the resumption of hostilities from Montecito towards the royal family. Spare, Prince Harry's memoir, whose title references the phrase "the heir and the spare," is set to be released globally on January the 10th. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been living in the US after quitting royal duties, as the royal family is said to be bracing itself for fresh revelations, just months into King Charles's reign. For Harry, this is his story at last, with its raw, unflinching honesty. Spare is a landmark publication full of insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief.